I'll just pay this 20 and get the fuck on. I ain't got time.
Think about it. Think about it. That's the 20 or 30 or $40 that can go to the next 2 weeks when you gotta drive again. When you really need it. You
Hey,
fill
cool.
up.
Won't be sleep. Cool. Won't be sleep. I'm be sleeping 30 and 40 minutes in the line with my head busting on the wheel. Fucking all you hear is over gas. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
That shit is wild.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. For like,
free comes with a price. We all know this. Free comes with a price.
a free
It does. It really
free
does.
come with a price. If you want to get in a car crash, pulled over, or do some dumb shit over some gas, go ahead and fucking be it. But motherfucker, this is the thing. And I know for a fact that they do this shit over here on this way, motherfuckers will still act the fool, but it will be heavily guarded. Like everything over here, like is more heavily guarded, and niggas still act the fool.
Where are you located? What?
Hyde Park area. I used to
live. I love Hyde Park.
I used to live 60. This bitch is a pool. This pitch is a death pit, but
he just doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
It's like no, like that's not saying I don't like it. I love the scenery. I love my city, but when you go from 65th and Walcott, adjusting to this lifestyle, it was hard at first because like I looked at it on a financial standpoint, and to this day I do. But the position I'm grinding for, I'm going to be able to do more for. But this shit isn't so much. When you see it so much, it's like, damn, this it. Like I want to be a part of these like buildings and all this other shit. That's how I see shit.
No, no.
But this isn't something that everybody understands the concept behind. They don't understand the concept of. They don't understand the concept of putting in work and grinding for this.
Of course.
Or taking less. Again, I told my folks at 19 to move to the South. They wasn't hearing that shit.
Of course not.
I want to hear that. When I was a kid, I wasn't hearing this shit either, but now I see why this is needed. Everybody is struggling in this city to keep afloat.
That's true. But not everybody, but most.
Not everybody, but most.
Yes.
Even in this area. It might look nice.
I know how it is. Students getting robbed, students getting shot at. Come on now. Now I gotta go to work over there too.
I
just escaped the hood. Now I gotta go to the hood.
These white folks were struggling. I was like, damn, like y'all struggling too?
But that's why I'm like battling with myself because I'm finna graduate next month. I'm trying to go to Texas, but I got so much.
I was trying to go to Houston.
Here. You said what?
I got family in Houston. I was trying to go to Texas as well.
But like I got so much I didn't build here. It's like, damn, do I really want to let all that go? But I'm gonna have so much more in like Houston, Texas, or Memphis, wherever I go, than what I got here in Chicago. And it's like, damn, what do I really do? But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure that shit out.
I got it. What I'm going.
Don't be another statistic, Gabby. That's my thing. Don't be another statistic.
As far as like what statistics we going? Which one you talking about?
The cliche of not saying that that's you, but just the cliche of everybody. I feel here that's just the new okay scapegoat.
Right,
Texas,
and that's the problem I got too.
Because like that's all that I hear. It's like, why do y'all keep mentioning one state when it's like y'all don't know, what their laws is. And it's just like how I pointed out last month when we was together. You're just bringing your same bullshit to another state. What are you really? Now, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying, what are you really doing?
Yeah.
So I agree. I feel like that's the norm now. It's like that's okay to just times get hard. Let me move to another state. You don't know how hard it's going to be in another state. The shit that you got to deal with there.
That's the problem. I feel like us in Chicago Because I can't talk about nobody else because I'm from Chicago. That's the problem. I feel like us in Chicago that actually make something of ourselves, actually put ourselves on and do better and different in this fucked up city. We be like, all right, I'm finna go put on for somebody else in their city. And it's like, no, why not stay here, put on for your shit because it's hard to be here. Give back to your community because at the end of the day, you just gonna go there and it's gonna be a different set of problems, which is fine. But I mean, stop running from the city for real.
I mean,
And then all you're doing is allowing gentrification to even settle in a lot more.
And
So if
honestly,
you have,
that's the agenda.
but the thing is, like, if I
that
don't,
all goes to be in the South, man, that's the
But the
problem.
problem I got with Chicago is the housing. Nigga, y'all be trying to charge me hella shit for nothing. I don't like that shit.
Yeah. So like they charge
So we pay
housing.
$1,300 over there.
What I was stating, like what I
Yeah,
was trying,
$1,300 every month.
so like what I was trying to state.
We got 4 rooms, $1,300.
Right.
Like,
For real.
so what I was trying to state, like before, like this shit not. I mean, because one, you got to see more of the world outside of Chicago. I don't disagree.
No, I agree. That's why I travel a lot.
And like this shit not like we're seeing when people see certain parts of the world and they start to see like, all right, cool, this is what I want to be in. Yes, the grass isn't green on the other side, but when you have well, for me, it's like it's different for me. Me with the South and me grinding for the South is because I have family down there, just more family than I have here. But and they tell me that they enjoy it. Would that mean I enjoy it? No. But I grind for that because like I love my folks and that's where they from. That's where they originate from. I want them to be with their folks. I want them to be happy. Especially my grandmother, I want her to live her last years with her sisters.
Have you ever lived outside of Chicago before?
Yes.
Where did you live?
St. Louis area and Fremont, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
For a term in Alabama, I stayed for like a month or two.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was in
Yeah, they talk
Alabama.
funny down there in Alabama. They talk real funny.
I was in Alabama for 4 years. And then Atlanta.
They talk weird down there. I don't know how you put up with it.
And it's very slow. Alabama is slow. Oh,
but
no.
when this is like when you live here, like I lived in Chicago majority of my life.
Me too.
I've seen how this like I know this life is fast paced. I know this shit outside is like fast paced in a motherfucker. I see it. But like this shit it's not so much cracked up to be the way people see it. It's like the reason why this shit gets seen as a certain way because anything at this point can fucking happen.
That's anywhere though.
That is anywhere. But here they publicize this shit to the points the kids, older adults, and motherfuckers in their 20s, 25s, and 30s believe all this shit that's being put on television. They believe everything that's put on television.
It's for a reason, like I said.
But can you really blame them? Because if you think about it, this city since way back then, but I would say our deadliest years was that whole 2000. I would say that whole 2010 through like 2013 to 14 was when the city had its most deadliest years, and so I feel like the city has that reputation, whether because we live here, whether we like it or not, it's going to be that reputation now.
It was set up like that.
One, I feel like she said, I feel like it was set up like that. I put that on government wrongfully putting guns in projects in South Side neighborhoods because before any of that shit, that wasn't really relevant.
It's honestly a financial standpoint because I'm literally doing research on this right now. So urban, where we at now, low income, back in the 1900s, white people set that up. They put us in Inglewood. They put us in all these ghetto ass areas because they didn't want us with the motherfucking white people fucking up their communities, taking down their property values.
And now
They put us in segregated areas away from that shit. We could do anything, keep us below. Put the guns here, keep them below. But don't ever let them fucking cross that line of that generational wealth or that financial wealth gap that separates them from the other people.
But they can't stop that. These right now, they can't really control that the way they want to. So the only thing they can really do now is have police control and more gentrification. On 63rd, they plan on remodeling that whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I see it every single day. It's still hard to believe.
And not far from
it's
any
still hard to believe.
Not far from our building where they're building the Obama Center. They're finna rechange all this shit, and they're doing it year by year. It's not that they doing it slowly; they ramping this shit up as fast as possible. So you either get
the summertime coming around.
So you either getting with the program or you getting the fuck out. That's why it's so much police on these. You could come down here. It's police up and down this motherfucking block. Whether you in a parked it. If you sneeze wrong in this bitch, you getting fucking booked. If you move wrong, motherfucker, it's hard. It's already hard. Already hard to like park at this motherfucker. So they take.
Over there by Obama. That's why you know they got that whole area on lockdown. So especially since the niggas on COVID.
So with certain stuff like that, it's like I started to see this shit like I don't want to be a part of it. It's not so much like that's why I chose my degree the way I chose because like I want to be a part of finance and business because that's the shit that's moving this motherfucker.
What you get your degree in?
I went 3 years for like finance in my first college. I graduated with my degree in business. So like I take that shit like constantly. It's like my I have to keep doing research on it, and I like doing that. And that's what now I'm passionate. Once I finally have I believe I have finally let football go.
Most definitely.
I believe that I have finally let football go because I feel like that is better for me mentally and physically. So now that I finally let that go, I don't really need it like a lot of people need it. It's people in their 30s that feel like they still need this sport. It feel like people in their 30s, 40s, 50s.
I mean, if it's making you money on the side, I mean, it ain't no problem.
That shit crooked too. Me and Dex just talked about this. That shit way crooked. We worked up at Soldier Field.
Yep, and then we also played the game too as well. We both played in school, so I didn't play on the highest level he did, but we both played in school. So putting your body through that whole phase of working out and just consistent headshots, man. After a while, it's like
you gotta love yourself, Mo King.
Bro, like the cortisone shots that like I told he in the last shit on the last live that we had like when he talked about the sports medicine. I told you an adrenaline rush kid like when you have like a high sprained ankle shit that and your adrenaline rushing and they give you a cortisone shot to boost it. Yeah, you'll probably still be running. Or like 50, 75% once you let that shit but when you take your ass home and that shit stop, it's hard to get the fuck out the bed. You got fucking arthritis in your back at 20